Let's see this video from brother Sonny Faz, who is a new revert.
Why every time I pray, I have to fart mid-prayer? Is there like a jinn that pushes your stomach in and makes you have to fart or something? Every single time, I'm standing there like this.
No jinn, brother Sonny. It's just your nervous alone out of overthinking. And this overthinking is because you are sincere in your relationship with God subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your sincerity got you to a very high level, or maybe the highest level of faith of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And actually I saw Sneako once talked about your high level of sincerity, subhanallah. So you need to stop overthinking about perfecting your salah or your wudu, or am I going to ruin them by releasing gases? You need to stop overthinking about not to release gases in salah or in wudu. Am I about to release gases? What if I release gases in salah? Am I sure I didn't release gases already? Because this will irritate your nervous column to make it even more nervous to make gases before salah and in salah and even for the next salah, especially in salah, because if this is your concern. And the solution for your problem, which is, by the way, not only your problem, it is some others who are in or were or will be, is in many verses in the Quran and many hadiths in the Sunnah, but I will only pick 2 verses and 2 hadiths. The first verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا جَعْلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't put unease in the religion. The word haraj in the verse means like being in a difficult situation, can't find an easy way out. And the verse tells you there is no such thing in the religion. There is always an easy way out of any difficulty, of any unease, of any hardship. Actually, there are many easy ways out for only one unease. And this is what the second verse tells us, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, meaning, indeed with unease, there are many ease. Indeed, with unease, there are many ease, or many easy ways out. The word ma in the verse can mean with or just right after. So no worries, there are many easy ways out for such a problem. And for the 2 hadiths, it was narrated that the Prophet's companions ran to him with frightening on their faces, telling him that they had really bad thoughts about God subhanahu wa ta'ala that keep coming to their heads or into their heads. And the Prophet ﷺ smiled at them calmly, telling them this is the exact faith, or this is the truthfulness of faith, meaning like you reached the highest level or a very high, strong level of faith. And in another hadith similar to this, the Prophet ﷺ asked them just to say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, I seek refuge to God subhanahu wa ta'ala from the Satan, and just stop or quit going on with the thoughts. Quit thinking, quit overthinking about perfecting things. Ignore completely any thinking of any distractions or any whispers, so things won't get worse. So what's happening here in this particular situation, that you are irritating your nervous colon to produce gases that is needed to be released at some point or at some time. For you, now, it's just in the mid-prayers, as you say. But if you keep the overthinking, it would be in the wudu, it would be every wudu, it would be every prayer, it would be all the prayers time. it would be all over the religion mandatories. It would be all over different things in the religion. So all we need to do in such situations is just to quit thinking. You may struggle a little, but you need to finish this suffering. Because if you don't, you will get things worse. Ignore those gases, even if they're being released, even if you deliberately or indeliberately released it. There is a problem, like for many people, with their nervous colon. You may try to take some herbs as a medicine. Meanwhile, don't bother about any gases that would be released. Even if you deliberately release some gases, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا عَلَى الْمَرِيضِ حَرَجٍ. No hardship, no unease, no difficulty on the sick ones, meaning especially the sick ones. You need to tell yourself, no, I'm currently sick with a nervous colon problem. So if you gonna get into wudu and you felt that you having some gases needed to be released, you can release and keep on with your wudu. Even if you had to release some gases before the Salah, release it deliberately and start your Salah. Don't make another wudu. No. Such a procedure, after a while, it will get your colon relaxed, it will get you relaxed. There will be no more gases. It may be soon, it may be later. This is the only solution. Even for people that they have like a last going problem in their colon, or with their, need to go to the bathroom, no problem. Just continue with your wudu, continue with your salah, and keep praying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to heal you soon. Ameen. Also, we should know, at the same verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking about salah and ways of cleanness and things that break cleanness, He subhanahu wa ta'ala said, مَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيَجْعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ حَرَجٍ وَلَكِنْ يُرِيدُ لِيُطَهِّرَكُمْ. And Allah doesn't want to put on you any unease, even a little, but He wants to purify you spiritually or physically. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to tell you that there is not even a little bit of unease. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want us to go through. Even a little bit of feeling annoying, unease, depression in His religion. Any haraj. And by the way, gases were mentioned in the same verse. In the word the Men Al Gha. Men here means a part of human's waste or sorts of human's waste. A part of human's waste is stool or urine or gases. Sorts of human's waste are stool, urine, and gases. And the word al-gha'it linguistically means a big piece of land where one can walk in till not to be seen. So he can let go his waste without being seen. And also it means a lower place or a deeper place of the land. So the waste would be hidden inside the ground. This is what the Arabs used to do, and this is what the Quran teaches human beings. Not to be seen while, doing what they're doing, while letting their waste go, and to hide it inside the ground. So nobody, no animals, nothing would be hurt from the waste, from stepping on the waste. Know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ, means the much I can bear, the much I can take. Every one of us has his own or her own capacity. So you are the one who decides which is to choose. As long as we are sincere, our hearts are sincere with God subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning, the time when it is hard on me, it's not easy on me, يسقط التكليف. The mandatory no more on you. As long as you cannot do it or you find it hard to do it. There is a rule built upon this verse and many other verses, says المشقة ترفع التكليف أو المشقة تجلب التيسير. The hardship brings ease, or the hardship drops the mandatories. Also one of the verses that say so, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَلَا عَلَى الْمَرِيضِ حَرَجٍ. No hardship, no unease, no difficulty on the sick ones, meaning especially the sick ones. So if there is some mandatory, is not in my capacity, I find it hard on me, know for sure that it's not on you anymore, this mandatory. Know for sure that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want us to struggle during worshipping Him subhanahu wa ta'ala, or finding any unease in His religion or in our relationship with Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there are always easy ways out. Whether we're sick with something or not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always wants us to make it easy on ourselves, not the opposite. Every time you feel any difficulty, any hardship, any unease, whether it was psychologically or physically, know for sure that it's exactly the opposite of the religion. This is not what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to go through in our relationship with Him. Allah wants subhanahu wa ta'ala wants the complete opposite. He wants everything in the religion to be easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to enjoy the ease in His religion. So please don't make it hard on yourself. Every time you feel unease, do the complete opposite. Do the ease, telling yourself that this is exactly what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants me to do, to make it easy on myself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already knows what is exactly in our hearts. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cares about. This is something essentially, basically, is between you and God. So you are the one who decides which is to choose. He wants us to enjoy our relationship with Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Go on with your salah, with your wudu, let your heart enjoy this connection or communication with God subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just don't take a step forward and then take a step back. No, just keep going forward. Don't listen to your whispers, don't obey them. Just do the opposite. So it's like started with some whispers of the shaitan. After a while, it becomes a psychological issue. Waswas, whispering from your inside, from yourself. Such things irritating your nervous colon all the time. So the only solution is just finish your wudu, even if you feel, no, it's not right, I missed something, or no, I didn't do it the exact right way. No, finish your wudu. You may have someone to watch you for once. Am I doing it right? If he said yes, okay, then it's yes. Don't go on with the whispers, as the Prophet ﷺ asked us. Getting into your salah, you are standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want to feel the beauty of this connection and this communication. Don't let your whispers come and say, no, you're not focusing enough. No, you're not in khushu'. You have to ignore all the whispers so that things won't get worse. Don't tell yourself, no, I didn't perfect my salah, I didn't perfect my wudu. This is what would make you hate when the time of prayers come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't need this. Allah needs the opposite. Of course, Allah doesn't need. We are the one who in need to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to have a beautiful, to enjoy this relationship with Him. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills for our relationship with Him, for the humans' relationship with Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you need to tell you that these whispers, not for your interest, not for your sake. Those whispers is exactly the opposite of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. So you need to ignore it. And always remember this Islamic rule from the Quran and Sunnah, of course. Don't build something certain and something uncertain. So they say, I believe, I think, I guess, missed something in the wudu, or missed something in Salah, or I'm not sure, I have to wash up, make iftisal, or I released some gases, or I missed anything. Don't say, okay, I will go do another wudu, I will do another rak'ah, or no. Follow this rule. As long as you are not 100% sure, don't do none of this again. Those all are whispers. If you follow, things will get worse. It will get you to hate the religion and keep going on with your wudu, keep going on with your salah. You may struggle a little. Of course, you are being tested in your religion, and be sure that you are being rewarded for any of your suffering. Bit by bit, things will get better till Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take it completely away and start not feeling any gases. And you need to learn about Islam. You need to do its mandatories bit by bit, gradually, step by step, easily. So please, don't rush yourself. Don't make it hard on yourself. Don't push things. No, take it easily. Take it gradually. Take it bit by bit. So the heart will get used to the Islamic mandatories. Train your heart and train your body. Take the religion step by step. You may pray one prayer. Like for months, for 3 months, for 6 months, for even a year. Then when you find it easy, feel that it is easy to do 2 prayers a day, get the 3rd, and so on. You find it hard or unease on you to make salah while you're standing, make it while you're sitting. Hard while you're sitting, make it while you're laying down. If you find it very hard, almost can't pray under certain circumstances, no prayers on you. Till those circumstances go away and you get to your norm, by then the mandatories come back on you. If you felt unease to wash every organ in wudu 3 times, do it once. Start with once. Till you find it easy to do it twice, start doing it twice. Till you find it easy to make 3 times, wash every organ 3 times, make it 3 times. Just take it easy and step by step. If you find it hard, whether psychologically or physically, to make wudu, make tayammum. Make tayammum on your clean clothes. As long as your heart is sincere with his relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no worries. The Prophet ﷺ said this religion is strong. So get into it easily, bit by bit. So you won't end up hating the religion. Establishing Salah in Islam or doing Salah in Islam is not just standing in front of Allah those 5 times daily. but also living it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَأَقِمُ الصَّلَاةَ لِذِكْرِي. You are establishing salah to remember Allah all the time, during those 5 times and during the whole day. Watching Him, having connection with Him, feeling you are with Him, feeling Him all the time, subhanahu wa ta'ala, remembering Allah by reminding people about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keeping yourself away from sins. Salah is supposed to make people get them away from sins, bad deeds, and so on. Always to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all our actions, in everything in our life. This is how to establish salah. As we Muslims know, the whole religion, our whole life is about worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and also doing good deeds to everything on earth in order to make life on earth easier and happier. So what I'm saying here, anytime you feel unease, whether psychologically or physically, always find the easy ways out, because this is exactly what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to do. To enjoy this ease in His religion subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more you learn about Islam, the easier you will find it is. This is what the Prophet ﷺ was always asking his companions, to make it easy on themselves and on people. It is a religion that wants you to live your life and enjoy your life and enjoy your relationship with your Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anytime you find the opposite, no, it's not Islam. Islam is a way of life. Enjoy your salah, your wudu, your whole life. As we know, as Muslims, all our life is about worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, getting closer to Him, learning about Him, knowing Him subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more, learning about Him through His book or His creation around us. The more you learn, the closer you are to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The closer you are to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the much more love you have to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is actually the base of our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Love. This is actually in many verses in the Quran. Islam is not about orders, do and not to do. Islam is about having the most beautiful relationship in humans' life, which is their relationship with Allah, their Creator subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are, mashallah, tabarakallah, so say, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide your mother and your whole family to the truth. Ameen. Please, take it easy on yourself, take it bit by bit, don't rush things, don't make it hard on yourself, don't push things on yourself that you find it not easy. No, the heart needs time to be able to absorb the religion, the whole religion. So give it some time. This is our humanity. And this is what Islam, this is what the Quran and Sunnah ask us to do. I hope you watch my video about why other religions can't say the word subhanahu wa ta'ala, the perfection to God subhanahu wa ta'ala, but only Muslims say it. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.